I'm liberated.
You're liberated.
I'm liberated.
She
I do
doing-
not have to pursue greatness anymore. I'm there.
She's
I
there.
gotta love mercy, do justice, and walk humbly with God. He didn't say I had to sing a note, but I'm glad he did. I will sing.
She will
I
sing.
am singing.
See, all that, and it says, I can
am
sing
singing
too.
I can sing.
And now
too.
she writes books.
And write books and stories and songs and all kinds of stuff.
And build stuff. And put up extinguisher boxes. Yeah, she can sing. See, and she's still singing. Don't worry about it, folks.
Don't worry about it.
She's still singing.
I'm going down the road at a different car.
It doesn't come like that. It's not just a gift. It is alive. So, people know. People see.
And you cannot understand if you're not listening. If you're doing something else. If we're simply background. You want background? Go hire a piano player.
That's stop everything. They're finished.
But when I speak and
So I ain't talking your language.
yeah, that's kind of where I am now. Call it what you will. If I have something to say,
Absolutely.
I want you to listen to it. I don't just do the Black American history. You know, people come to South Carolina and all they look for is slavery.
Mm-hmm.
That's not all of it. We should not overlook that. We should never, ever, ever overlook that. The other side of that coin is we overlook it. I've been in audiences where black folks seem to be a little uncomfortable with what I'm saying in the presence of white folks. My story is the same. I don't care who I'm telling it to. I have a presentation called Journey of Return, where it talks about my family's migration from Denmark, South Carolina, to Charleston. We didn't live in Denmark. We lived in Charleston, but we would make the journey back and forth to visit the old people. It wasn't until I got older that I realized how dangerous that journey was, because that was during Jim Crow. And you, as a black person driving a nice car, my father loved nice cars. He loved Pontiacs. He called them Pontiacs. Pontiacs. He loved Pontiacs. Shiny, clean, pin drop. You could eat off the floor. He loved fine cars, but he owned no chauffeur cat that I know of. And that journey from Charleston to Denmark was a very lonely journey, and he could have been stopped for it. He didn't have to be stopped for a reason. He didn't. But it wasn't until I got older that I realized how dangerous that journey was. We were never allowed to eat or drink.
So you didn't have to stop.
Because we didn't have to stop. We didn't stop to go to no bathroom, not even along the street, not even along the road. We didn't eat, we didn't drink. We just figured because Dad didn't want to get his car messed up. No.
You just had to
We
get
didn't
there.
eat, we didn't drink. The whole journey, that was about 100 plus, a little over 100 miles. We didn't do that. And we got there. We never went to church on Sunday for whatever reason. We always went to the night services out in the middle of nowhere. But I realized just how dangerous that journey was. Daddy knew when to leave, how fast to drive. We never drove at night. Never. We never made the journey at night.
That's the.
Wow.
I had a preacher ask one time when they had the 9/11 thing happen. And our people got together and we prayed and we asked God to forgive them and all that. And the white minister said, how can y'all forgive so easily? And I looked straight at him and I said, because we've had so much practice. Mandela said it best. If you do not forgive, it's like waiting, it's like swallowing poison and waiting for the other guy to die. we got to keep moving. And forgiveness is stagnation. We got to. I don't forget that stuff, but I don't carry it with me. I know it's there. I attended a predominantly white church, the biggest, fabulousest one in Charleston, St. Michael. I was under I was under no pretense that things were fine, and I was just a token black person. I knew what was going on. I simply, quite frankly, did not want the drama that existed in the black church. I don't want drama when I go to church. And white folks, they keep the drama under wraps. The preacher could die and you wouldn't know why. They keep it on. I went, did what I was supposed to do. I sang in the balcony at St. Michael's. That's where the black population that attended St. Michael's sang. They sang in the balcony. They tried to get me to come downstairs. I said, okay, we'll try and go downstairs. But the more I thought about it, it just didn't feel right. And I said, I'm going back up here. That's where my people were. I can't even imagine what that sound was like. Oh, I cannot imagine what that sound was like.
There's some churches you got to visit, brother. Listen, you got churches here that are over 200 years old. If you go into Bethel AME and go upstairs, just ascending the steps, the notes just start coming out of you. Listen.
The balconies were constructed specifically for the black population of St. Michael's. And if you look closely around St. Michael's, you see, Dixie reigns supreme there. But I knew where I was. And if somebody else, why are you staying in the South? Remind all them white folks they lost the war. You lost.
You lost.
Get over it. You lost.
Period. It wasn't northern aggression. It was a war. It was a war.
I was telling them when I came to Charleston to the airport, the driver that take me from the airport, this first thing that he told me is, we don't have a civil war. We have an aggression from the north.
We have what?
An aggression from the north.
Aggression.
He told me that.
Up north, we was taught this. It was called the Civil War. When I first moved to the South, I remember talking to this white kid who was born in the South. He was like, "Yeah, in schools they taught us northern aggression." I was like, "Oh, we was taught Civil War."
I feel the same way about palmetto bugs. We call them cockroaches.
There you go.
Yep.
You call them anything you want. You call them cockroaches.
Welcome to my afternoon.
You call them cockroaches. Doing the right thing and still being misunderstood.
Okay.
Man's got a new book coming.
It's a comment.
Going to see a man about a cow.
Wanting to see a man about a cow.
I'm using that line on my daughter. She's 8 years old.
If she ain't that of a bird,
Okay.
you want to see a man about it. And I always waited for Mama to come back with that cow. She never did.
That phrase is a
With
code.
a cow.
Huh?
That phrase is a code.
Is it a code?
I don't. It's not so much the code as what old people do with young people.
It's kind
And
of
that's what-
like saying mind is none of your business. It's not
And
your
in the
concern.
South, that's why they
It's not
call
your
it.
concern.
And I always say, only in the South would you fight a civil war. How do you fight a civil war?
There's nothing civil about it.
What, with little sticks?
Yeah.
What do you do with a handkerchief? And
Or the Flintstones guns that shoot
I know that. Oh, you fight a civil war.
how do you fight a civil war?
No such thing. It
There's
never
no such thing as
existed.
a civil war.
I remember being in elementary school thinking about on that term. When the word civil, when I figured out what civil meant, I was like, that don't make sense.
A
That
civil.
doesn't make
There's
sense
nothing
at
civil
all.
about this.
How do you
It
fight
doesn't make sense
a
at all.
civil-
But I come to see that now. It doesn't make sense at all.
But in the South, there's another term that they used whenever the slave owner was having issues with one of the ancestors and he couldn't seem to make him do what they called it sending for sugar. When they asked, "Where's Leroy? Where's Jonathan?" Well, we had to send him for sugar, which meant they took Leroy's behind somewhere, and Leroy was reprimanded. And by the time Leroy came back, Leroy was quiet. And they're
That's
they're-
code. That's code.
That's code. We sent Leroy for sugar. They didn't want to say we sent Leroy to get him. They sent Leroy for sugar.
This is beautiful. This is something great.
Hold up, he's the one with the 8-year-old. Go ahead, look. We trying to get them
sorry.
pre-sales in.
I'm sorry,
We need them pre-sales in.
Oh yeah. We're going to see a man about a cow.
And I
We need
like-
whole classrooms
I
buying
like
this.
what she did with the
Artwork,
graphics.
nice and light.
Yes, the graphics are beautiful.
expressive.
It's almost
So fresh.
childlike.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fresh. So
And yeah.
you remember me the books for child when I was child. The books.
And
Gonna
we went
see
through
a
the
man
books,
about a
and
cow.
I found them to be a little
There
bit
you soon.
muddy. And this is a simple life.
They're very light.
It's a simple
And the
life.
cow's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
a cow. I like when the grandmother and Patrick are sitting on some tires. She did something different that I would not have done, but I like what she did.
So she read it and then.
Oh yeah, she
Yes,
read it
she
and
making the
had
illustration
with
with
it.
it.
I love it.
Chris Manning is white, but Chris has got a beautiful nature. She was the director of Black Tie Music Academy, and they had academies all over the place. But when the pandemic hit, just wiped everything
This
out,
one
and
is
she
summer.
decided not to go back and
Okay.
try to mess with it again, because that would mean starting all over, and she wasn't about. She is an amazing artist. She's actually written a cookbook.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she's written.
Oh, let me show you my own background now that you told us.
And I am a great grandmother.
Ooh!
Mm.
Congratulations.
Wow,
Just turned one. That's it sitting on it. That's it.
Okay, y'all got that preview.
That is a
Hush. You
story
want to see
all
that?
by itself. But I'm thinking of another one. It's Patrick, Peter, and the Pumpkin. I'm not.
That's a
sure
lot of peas.
I know. But it's Patrick, Peter, and the Pumpkin.
Patrick, Peter, and the pumpkin. That's a lot of pumpkin
And
patches.
that would be.
No, but that's that's
The
the trick.
caption is "Everybody ain't your friend."
Yup. Ignacio is here. He is a student of philosophy. He's dealing at this particular moment with the new black thought. Now you got to understand, this brother done been through. Who you started with? No,
I
he
start
had-
with, I'm sorry. I start with Corner West, and
There you go.
I can all the way around. Corner West bring me to Dubois. Dubois bring me to Washington. Washington bring me to Douglas, and then my head exploded.
And then he came to Charleston.
Yeah, I came to Charleston.
And he's getting mind blown.
This is the Black Orfeo. It's the introduction from Sartre to the black collection of poets from Africa, from Senghor.
Oh.
So I made the translation from French to Spanish.
Woo! Hold on, how
Yes.
many languages do you speak?
Spanish, French, and broken English.
Spanish, French, and broken English.
Okay.
How to read Corner West. I organized the ontology from Corner West. So
And translate it.
in Spanish, yeah. So I make it.
The revolution is happening. Remember, James Campbell told you, know some languages, people.
These are no stuff. This is politics, my essays about politics and literature. That's not important. This is the black, the soul of the black folk. I translated to Spanish.
He
No.
ain't playing.
This is some black folk, very important. Okay, Moru, the first black senator of Cuba. Okay, so here we come back with the literature. This is important. This is my father was a writer, a very
father?
important. Yes, was a very important right in Cuba, Manuel Granados. Then more say about politics. Okay, this is where I think this is where everything starts because I studied the world evolution of the West culture about the pensamiento, the thinking. You know, I make analysis of the world West culture to show how we black people are the only people with the tools to redeem the West and to fix this stuff. That's what I need the new black job. So I need to learn to
He ain't playing.
production.
He's not playing. He's not playing.
Okay, of the songs.
Songs of Solomon.
The Song of Solomon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The first the part when the girl say, "I am black, but still pretty."
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Black but calmly.
Okay,
Something
that's the
like that.
Sulamite.
Okay.
And my book, I call it The Problem of the Sulamite, explaining what is black, why black is beautiful. But not beautiful as a political statement, but as an ontological phenomenon by its own, that need to be understood by its own.
Black is a lived experience. It's a lived experience. It is beautiful.
So that's
It's multilingual.
so
It's
that's why
multicultural.
I come. That's why at the end I come to say I think I have a good tool to understand Bulagisha.
You came in armed. Yeah, you needed all that.
Mm-hmm.
You needed all that.
To love mercy, to do justice, and to walk humbly with God. I can do that and be anything. People know me as a singer. Okay, I'm a singer. I can also hang curtains. I can do a lot of stuff. I can do a lot of stuff. I got it from my father. And when I discovered that I was liberated, because I was doing something and somebody said, somebody'd be surprised to know that you're doing this. I'm liberated. Yeah, I can sing too. I can do all that stuff, and I can sing too. When I started going to this church, and I call him the vicar, the first thing he asked me to do was, can you put fire extinguisher boxes up? I've never done that before in my entire life, but I said, sure. I'm going to have to cut holes in the wall. He said, okay. And I proceeded to put, I think it was 5 of them in, as my grandson would say when he was young, all by my own self. And it's been one thing after. Did I tell you I'm the senior warden now?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm the senior warden at this church. And I'm going, what does a senior warden do? And the only thing they could tell me was a lot.
But I just was afraid I was not able to finish the book before I died. And I finished the book, and after that, everything I am doing is for free. I think I just accomplished everything I need to do. Now, but it is not about fair. It is about happiness.
Purpose.
It's when you told me I be liberated. It's like but I'm doing a lot of stuff. I'm doing a lot of stuff. But it's like for free, as a plus.
Yeah, money isn't the object. It's not the reason you do it.
No, it's as a plus. I could die. Even in the middle, even without finishing my investigation about Gullah, I could die tomorrow. And I am so happy to how it saw what I saw, or to hear what I hear. And it is even more deep. That is more deep.
Your spirit's happy. It's what happens when you come to the low country.
Yeah.
Charleston would
Being
do it for
old
you.
has made me, I won't call it impatient, but wanting to get it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done now. Well, my thing is, I've got more time behind me than in front of me. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get it done. And you work. You work, get it done. Because it's always, am I going to finish this? Am I going to do the next one? I don't know. But I'll just keep.
I don't know. I feel so even grateful because really, all I'm having right now is a plus.
Is what?
It's a plus. Something that that doesn't need to, but it's like a gift.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's the beauty about life.
Yes.
That's the beauty about life.
It's the liberation.
But that just happened when I get in the middle of this. I am now. Just then. I don't know if it's casualty, I don't know. But just then, it happens. Okay. Like I have come. I am here, yeah.
A friend of mine says, we do gigs. He says, I want to die with gigs on the book. Long as we go, we got gigs on the book. Now, they may not get a dime that they've given me that deposit, but I'm gone. Yeah, I'd rather be moving, doing. Colonel Sanders was still frying chicken when he died, I think. He's still making money dead.
Yeah, trust me, all over the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Because they're still using the original recipe.
Yeah. he's still making money dead.
Talking about that, today I eat fried okra and fried tomato.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
First time.
Yes, sir.
So I'm back. I'll be back. I'll be back.
Welcome to the Low Country. And tomorrow he gets to see his Cuban sister, Iskra. Then he'll learn that there's a whole community here.
Oh, yeah. This soup part got a lot going on.
And it's got a book.
And behind these colorful pages, the book.
What kind of book you got, Ann?
It's a book about a child coming from the north to the south
Ooh.
to visit his grandmama.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a child, and we would ask my mother where she was going when she was getting dressed to leave, she'd say, I'm going to see a man about a cow.
Aha.
So, that's what this is about.
Woohoo! Debut time. Yeah. Ooh, look, your name in print and stuff.
And the wonderful Chris Manning did the illustration.
Yeah.
That's all you're going to see for now.
Oh, that's it, baby. We'll let you know when the pre-sales begin.
Yes, we will.
Hunter, come on
You
back.
heard it from Brenda.
Remember, if you got questions, folks, she'll answer them.
Help me get up. And I feel fine.
Yes! And she got up all by her dang self. Hallelujah! Woo! Woo! Yes, sir.
I used to make Leon Staggers laugh. He'd start doing something and I'd go. Y'all 70 is gonna be a breeze.
Okay.
I think.